I'd just like to introduce our panel here. To my right beside me, is Miss Charlotte Nash. She's the sister of Tyrone and Marvin Allen, the two brothers who were disabled and perished in the fire here in this house. Next to Ms. Nash is Robert Nash. He's the son of Charlotte. And to the far right of me is Jerome White, who is a reporter for the World Socialist website and is also helping to assist in the investigation for the Citizens Inquiry. My name is Lawrence Porter. I'm a member of the Socialist Equality Party and chairman of the Citizens Inquiry into the Dexter Avenue fire. On January 5th, a horrific fire took place at this location, 8011 Dexter Avenue, resulting in the death of 3 people. Marvin Allen Sr., 62, his brother Tyrone Allen, 61, and Lynn Greer, 58 years old. Both of the Allen brothers were disabled, requiring the use of wheelchairs. The cause of the fire was an electric space heater, which the family was using because DTE Energy had shut off utilities in July 2008. Just before the Christmas holidays, in December 2009, Lynn Greer met with DTE to arrange to have power restored. For reasons DTE has not explained, the utilities were not turned on. Since the fire at Dexter Avenue, there have been several additional deaths linked to utility shutoffs. On March 2nd, 3 children aged 3, 4, and 5 died in a house fire on Bangor Street on the city's west side. Sylvia Young, the mother of the children, pleaded with DTE Energy not to shut off her utilities only hours before the blaze. Yesterday, a fire claimed the life of an elderly woman on the east side who was living in a house that was without utilities since 2006. The Citizens Inquiry has been called to examine the causes of these and other deadly fires. The inquiry will place these fires within the context of the crisis in Detroit, where over 1/3 of the population is, according to official reports, lives in poverty, and the real unemployment approaches 50%. In the aftermath of these fires, the local media, along with DTE, attempted to demonize the victims who were desperately seeking to keep warm through the winter. Detroit residents have been labeled as energy thieves, and Sylvia Young was said to be at a party store when she was in fact buying heaters for her children. The Michigan Attorney General is presently considering charges against Ms. Young with the threat of taking away her remaining children because she was out when the fire took place at her home. The Citizens Inquiry will ask the question, who is really responsible? They'll examine the role of DTE, which last year alone turned off utilities to 221,000 homes in southeast Michigan, a 50% increase over 2008. DTE Energy is a private company with profits of $546 million in 2009. Its CEO, Anthony F. Early, took home $7 million in pay alone in 2008. The inquiry will also examine the role of government policy at a local and national level. The Michigan Public Service Commission, whose commissioners are appointed by Governor Jennifer Granholm, approved the shutoff policy of DTE. the programs aimed at helping people in need are woefully inadequate. For example, funds from the Heath and Worth Fund have not been available for weeks. And contrary to popular belief, DTE is legally permitted to shut families off in the middle of the winter. The deaths here at Dexter Avenue and many more like them should never have happened. No human being should have to go without water, gas, or electricity, which are basic necessities of life. Yet, this situation confronts hundreds of thousands of households throughout the country. The Citizens Inquiry welcomes all workers and residents in the Detroit area to attend an initial fact-finding hearing on Saturday, March 20th at Wayne State University in the General Lecturer's Room, room number 150 from 1 to 5 p.m. At this hearing, the commissioners of the inquiry will take testimony from residents and experts on social conditions in Detroit. It will be an opportunity for workers to have their voices heard and to begin the process of fighting back against these intolerable conditions. Are there any questions?
Somewhat, yes. Because when Lynn Greer went down to DET to make arrangements to get the gas on, they said that if she give them $181, that they would turn it back on. She still had problems with them, but she called back and they gave her a number to say that they were going to come out and turn it on, but they didn't turn it on. And I think that if DET would have came out and turned the gas back on, this wouldn't have happened. You know, I know that they had the gas on illegally, but what are you going to do when it's below zero out here and my brothers were disabled? And you know, when you're disabled and they had a bad knee and they had osteomyelitis, which is an infection in the bone, that when the cold hits it, it causes pain. So they were in a lot of pain, so they had to have heat in the house. So I think DTE could have came up with a better solution. You know, they should have, when Lynn went down there to try to get it on, they should have tried to help to turn it on within 2 days, but they didn't. No, they didn't. And they didn't give her a confirmation number when she was down there, but when she called on the phone, that's when they gave her a confirmation number a week later. And I don't understand that, because they should have gave her a confirmation number the day that she went down there to try to get it on.
Just like to also say that the shut-off policy of DTE is now on at epidemic proportions. Hundreds of thousands of people are living without utilities. How many, we don't know. And while they claim that unauthorized shutoffs are a problem, last week, a couple, were living with propane gas as the only source of heat in their homes. And an explosion took place in the house, resulting in the serious injury of the woman in the house. This is a major crisis. It's a major problem for millions of working people all over the country. Some 4.3 million people had their utilities turned off last year. This isn't just a problem in Detroit. This is happening throughout the entire metropolitan area, and it's not a race question either. It's a class issue. This is affecting large layers of working people throughout the area of Michigan, the Detroit area, and throughout the country. However, nothing is being done to help people to genuinely take care of these issues.